Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and the unthinkable has happened in Hearthstone. Unbelievable clickbait, Zeddy. Well, I honestly believe that. I honestly believe that something has happened lately that we haven't seen in a very long time. It really hasn't. I just want to thank you as usual for all the insane support you guys have been showing me. If you guys feel I have earned your subscription, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. Your support goes farther than you would ever know. So what am I talking about? What has happened on Hearthstone that is unthinkable? Well, we recently had a balance patch, the largest ever, including where we saw Warrior, which I felt was completely over nerfed, and I still do to an extent right now. But it was like the meta wasn't that terrible going into the balance patch, but it wasn't the best. And now if you look at HS replay, this is across all ranks. So again, not the best indicator. We'll get to the better data in a second. But if you look across all ranks in standard right now, between the top class in Hunter, the bottom class in Priest, there's only about 8% win rate difference. That's a pretty good spectrum compared to, it wasn't very long ago where Demon Hunter was like something like 58%. And we had, I think again, it was probably Priest around 40%. There was a way larger gap. And even if you're looking at Wild, we had similar issues there. You look at Wild now that Big Shaman's been scaled back, and even Mr. Smite, Pirate Rogue has been somewhat significant. We see only a difference between the top class in Rogue and the bottom class in Demon Hunter of just 5%. Across both formats, we're looking at 5 to 8% win rate dividing the best classes. That is the tightest I have seen in, like, if you combine the formats in possibly ever. Honestly, we have been analyzing and going over metas every single week for, I've been doing this for over 2 years now. I was doing it plenty on my stream before. I can't think of maybe since like, again, I can't even think of it. Can't even think of a time where it's this close. Like the worst class in Wild is Demon Hunter. And even there, 47%. The odd DHR is working. And I've even seen regular aggro Demon Hunter, like Fell Demon Hunter in Wild, doing pretty well. And if you look at standard, the bottom classes are Druid, Warrior, and Priest. But let's dive a little bit further. Let's take a look at what's going on at higher ranks. So if you're looking at Bronze through Gold, you're seeing like a bunch of weird numbers. So the best thing to usually look is like top Legend, because that's where the best players are playing, and it's cutthroat, and they're playing the best decks the best they possibly can. So we go to top 1000 Legend, and we only have one tier 1 deck, okay? Holy Paladin. Is Holy Paladin out of control? Not particularly. 54.82%. If you're not sure what Holy Paladin is, it's got the recently nerfed Lightforge Cariel, but it's basically a control deck that even, it looks like still popular decks to this day. This one is 60%, are still trying to buff up a Mr. Smite. Even at 7 mana, it's still working out pretty well. But where it gets crazy is look at tier 2. Tier 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 decks, all at high Legend that are competing. And I'll note that Druid, Warrior, and Priest were the lowest win percentage across all ranks. In high Legend, Naga Priest, second best deck in the game. This deck is the one built around Serpent Wig that constantly buffs, tries to get a giant minion, and kills with Bless. That deck is doing particularly well. You have Celestial Druid in there, which, good lord, I wish this wasn't a deck. Very unhealthy in my opinion, but it's doing very well. At high Legend, I guess it's got the right matchups, and yeah, you alignment, you have Anaconda, you got Guff, and you got all the big broken stuff you can abuse. And you even have Charge Warrior. Yes, Charge Warrior, despite the fact that Warrior was pretty much obliterated in the last balance patch, is still performing relatively well. It's still performing well, and if we look a little bit further down below, Control Warrior has been moving up. Day by day, this number's been going up as it's been getting refined, and I expect this number to rise. But again, we have the 3 worst classes all in like relatively top tier fashion in high Legend, and you're also seeing Control Shaman there. You're seeing Big Spell Mage. Big Spell Mage is doing well. This deck is actually performing well. That's why I had to put Belinda Stonehearth in the thumbnail. This deck that only runs 10 and 9 mana spells, doing well when you cheat them out with Barbaric Sorceress, with the Belinda Stonehearth, getting a bunch of armor with Evoker, and I know a lot of people love this deck. I haven't played it yet. I'm going to be streaming on twitch.tv/Zeddy. I'm off Sunday, Monday, but I'll be back on Tuesday. We're going to be playing a lot of Standard, I think, on Tuesday. I'm taking a break from all the draft formats. I want to try out this meta a lot lot more because there's just a lot of stuff to try out. So follow me on Twitch if you haven't already. But yes, big spell mages up there. Boat Rogue, which is like a tempo mid-range deck. Fell Demon Hunter, which is argues my favorite archetype of Demon Hunter since Soul Fragment Demon Hunter. It's like a fun mid-range deck. Some versions run Kyria still, some don't. But you have Zelag, you have Jace, you have a lot of just really efficient cards. The only issue I have probably with the deck is it probably still has too much reach. Like, you can take so much damage in one turn from a Demon Hunter, from a Bone Glaive, a Lady Athena Predation, but I feel like this build is like the healthier version we've seen in a while. Mech Mage is up there, Face Hunter. So we have control, we have aggro, we have combo, we have all these different decks in top 1000 Legend, and if you go down just a little bit further, like, these decks aren't doing badly, they're just below 50% on average, with Burn Shaman, Beast Hunter is a favorite, Mine Rogue, can we delete that please? Murloc Shaman, Aggro Demon Hunter, Thief Rogue, Curse Warlock is competitive, Control Warrior is competitive, Mech Paladin's up there, and even the tier 4. A couple of them are pretty high up with Quest Priest and Boar Priest. I don't know if I'm a fan of that, but you know what I mean? And Agony Warlock Naga Mage really fell off hard. This was my favorite deck. This was the deck I was liking playing the most, and it just looks like it's pretty rough to play, and that makes me sad, but at the same time, they had to nerf this card, Spitelash Siren. If they didn't nerf it, this probably would have been like top tier, and then people, I believe you me, they were already complaining about this deck before it got nerfed. I think the preemptive nerf made sense. It's just, again, someone who really liked Naga Mage, it feels a bit bad, but I could put my biases aside and see when it's better for the game, unlike certain players out there that I've noticed, particularly rogue players, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we have seen something happen that I honestly did not expect, that at least right now, well, let's be real, the meta hasn't completely settled yet. It's only been like, what, 5 days or so? Well, Thursday it happened, so not even since the balance patch went live, but we are seeing a ton of different decks, a ton of different archetypes across at top Legend. If we go just funnel down at like Legend, there's even better diversity. We go down to Diamond through Legend, it's even more diverse. Like, look at the tier 2 at Diamond through Legend. There are so many different archetypes to play. So if you don't love the meta, you don't like any of these decks, well, that's not going to really change. But at least right now in Hearthstone, after the most latest balance patch, we're seeing more diversity. We're seeing more classes seeing play, you know, than we have in a very long time. And we are a very critical minded channel. We critique a lot. We ask for nerfs a lot. We ask for changes a lot, and rightfully so in my opinion. But you got to give them credit when something is going well, when at least so far, when you take a look at all across all ranks, especially again in Wild as well, it's a good thing. It makes me happy, and you'll love to see the change. So if you have been apprehensive about playing ladder in recent times, I feel like this is probably a good time to come in and play some Hearthstone. See if the standard meta is for you. There's a lot to try out, and there's still like probably a month and a half left until the next expansion comes along, power creeps the hell out of it, ruins it, and we complain, or somebody just finds the meta breaker that breaks the game, and we'll be ranting and raving in a few videos anyways. But anyways, I just thought I'd throw that out there. I throw some positivity out there that yeah, the meta is quite diverse, and despite the fact there's a lot of cards that still feel really awful to face, at least there's a lot of different stuff to try out. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.